Okay, we're back again, as I always say every episode. So what's it now? It's Wednesday now. So I'm back down here. Operation get the rad pack out. Got the new one down here. Got delivered by looking like a pirate. Didn't even wrap it up from the supplier. Just came like this, hopefully it's all right. Slight bend in the aircon rad, but no more damage. This would all like come off. But I'll be getting a refund if it leaks, definitely. So yeah, so mission now. I've got to take this bit off. Probably just get rid of this pipe out of the way. I've already took it off the trim panel. I brought a new one of them. I might have to take the bumper bar off. We'll see, I might be able to take that off without. I think just a few clips at the bottom, a few pipes down here, and hopefully take it straight out the top. And then we can assess the damage, if there's any pipes I need to order. And then yeah, so I better get cracking, ain't I? If I want to get home before 7. It's now, what time is it? I think it's, I don't even know what bloody time it is. I think it's about 4:20. So a couple of hours on this, and then we're going home. Right, I better get started. Well happy with that, look at that. You can put Merc into service mode. So my lanky body will not bounce its head off it. Yeah, well happy with that. All right, let's just check this on undo. Yeah, undo, got two 10mm bolts here. Quickly. 1, 2, dropped one in there, knew that was gonna happen. Put them in there safe. Hopefully I'll find that in a minute. Oh, I see, it's just in there in the crevice. So yeah, 2 more this side. And like I said, then I've got some torque bits here just to take off. And then yeah, that should just come straight off then, that panel. All right, I'll put you on time lapse. Slam panel off. Now I can assess what else to take off. Like I say, I think we're gonna have to move this pipe just a bit more room so I can get down to the fan pack connectors. And yeah, it's not looking too bad. I think this is all gonna just pull out. I think I might have to take this off just for better sliding the rad pack in so I don't damage it. It's only like a couple of, well, 4 bolts. Do we need to take the headlights out? No, we'll see, we'll assess it. Next things, well, the next things to do, and clip this water hose here, clip this little hose here. I've already noticed some little damage down here on this. I think where the transmission oil has been coming out of, something's popped out of this. I did see these on eBay for 30 quid, but I don't know if the fitting will just pop back in. We'll have a look once we get this out of the way. But yeah, that's where the transmission oil has come flying out of. So, but this is left to chat anyway, look. It's cooler, so we needed the rad pack, didn't we? All right, I've got most of the rad pack out. Just can't get the aircon one out because I can't get these buggers off. And if they're seized in, there's one there, one in there. This bit, I'm gonna hopefully transfer over onto the other one because they've got crimped lines, and that will just transfer over because it just clicks in that side and that side. And like I say, new rad pack is over here. Let's say this one, let's say that just clips in, goes around the side, easy. So, good progress tonight. I wanted to get that out, but I'd rather not damage things, and I think because they must be high pressure. And I've got one more bad thing to say. Let me swap the camera out. All right, I was under the car. I took the shields off underneath, the under trays. I thought, hey, up a minute, the tray underneath the sump. I'm sure that's a hole. Yeah, so we have a hole in the sump. Not bad, Let's say the engine didn't sound like it was knocking. Probably no one ran it for long. It's a Merc engine in it. Merc engines are good. Plastic sump. Got to do a bit of research tonight when I get home because all the bolts look accessible, but it looks like there's two what slide underneath the subframe. So do I have to drop subframe down a bit, support the engine at the top? I don't know, it's more work, but I've just checked the sump. Plastic sump is like 60 quid. So we try it. If engine's bad. I'll just probably do the car back up nice, silver bumpers all back on, get my money back as a engine knock. I'll probably get £3,000. That's where I'm at the minute. Well, that's where I will be at when I'm done painted, back together. So fingers crossed. Still hope for me out there. Please, please, please do not be bad when we start up. And hopefully, because I ain't got a ramp, we can crawl under on the axle stands and get that sump off, put the new one on. I'll do my research and hopefully we'll be all right. We're back down the unit again. I was down here Wednesday night. I'd seen the footage before. We're taking the rad pack out. So now, like we found on Wednesday night, didn't we? Found that little hole up in the sump. Ordered a new sump, that's come. So I've got that with me today. But we've got to jack the car up as high as we can. Up. So I can get under it, get this belly underneath it. And then I thought we had the engine crane down here, but someone must have borrowed it. So I'm gonna have to jack the engine up a bit with the jack because I've got to undo the engine mounts, lift the engine up a bit. I've got to take a guard off underneath what protects all the steering rack and stuff, just to get to 4 bolts underneath the plastic sub because it all lies underneath the subframe. Thank you, Mercedes. But yeah, so hopefully the engine's not bad. Engine could be bad. But for 60 quid for the sump, today I'm not going to be able to get it running because the oil and filter hasn't arrived. I'm still waiting for the transmission cooler, what sits along top of the subframe. So I can't get the rad pack in today because if I put the rad pack in, it's going to be really tight. Down onto the thing, I'll show you. It's in here, whoa, nearly dropped you. So down there, I've got to change that. I've got one coming that was 30 quid. But if I put everything in, it's going to be here, the fan. It's going to be in the way. So I might as well wait. I might as well get this out because this was being a knob. I've got some more grips just to wiggle that out, and there's one at the bottom. So yeah, on Thursday night, I forgot to show you, I had a tool to release, well, suck in aircon gas because you're not allowed to just release it into the air, honest. Yeah, so we did that properly. So yeah, so first thing, I've got to get it up in the air. Jack stands underneath as far as I can to get it up. Make sure it's in park so it don't roll backwards. Or put the big chock underneath the back wheel. And yeah, pure misery. Right, I'm going to have a nice drink of Holy, because this stuff, I'm not sponsored by them yet, but get in touch, because this gets me going, gets me like mentally ready, chills the ADHD out a bit. I think I have got a little bit. So I'll just get straight on it. I'll get this down me and we'll get on with it. Okay, aircon rad out. I've left this one here because it's got crimp lines on it, look. So I don't want to disturb them because I can just transfer the one off that one and that clips into this one. So, right, that was good. They were a bit of a knob to get out. But a bit of WD-40, a bit of wiggling, and just tap with a screwdriver and hammer from underneath it. Mint, got it out. Right, next task. I've got to get this in the air. Car's up in the air. I've got to go under there. We've got the axle stands down here, look. I've got safety chock. It's in park as well. So I'm like, I don't want to die today. I'm not feeling it. So, first task, I've got to go underneath and get the brace off what covers over the steering rack. And then I did notice as well, a little bit of damage on the subframe here, the bracket. I might be able to straighten it out. We'll see and fix that. Because the subframe's not that bad. Something's happened here, a little tear off, but it looks like just a rubber bit goes on. So I'll have a look at that. Nothing's bent, chassis rails are good. If it comes to it, we could put another subframe in, but that's a lot of work for just them brackets, so I can hammer them down, straighten them up. It's just gonna look like that. That one just took a bit of brunt. Okay, next job. I can't show you underneath. It's just a brace. I'll show you the brace once I get it out. Because underneath, I ain't gonna get the camera good enough because it's dark under there. If you're going out, subscribe, like it, share it. In the future, when we get bigger, we can have a ramp and stuff like that, get better content. Because on the floor just makes everything longer, but you gotta start somewhere. I'd buy a ramp, but I'm saying for a wedding. That's coming up fast in July next year. It's like getting a mortgage these days, robbing buggers. But it'd be worth it, it'd be worth it. I'm marrying the woman of my dreams. Okay, I brought you for the ride under. It's good lighting. We've got to get this off. I'm going to get a new one of these. It's just caught it, look. I've just got to hand this bit of metal out of the way of that. So there's 4 18s. And here is the Easter egg stroke plastic sump. Must have just caught it, but look how thin it is. Pickup pipe's all right. That's good. Thank God. Yeah, that's just shit, that, innit? Eh? Just caught it. Because look, the curb must just bounced off here. Poof, just knocked that. Oil's gone all the way down the car. Leave in the comments, do you think the engine's going to be bad or do you think we could be all right? I wish we didn't start it on the trailer for that couple of seconds, but she's going to need a good jet washing when the oil's pissed out everywhere. The gearbox one looks all right. And that little pump, that survived, thank God. Yeah, so yeah, let's get this off and then assess it from there. You can see like the bolts I've got to get to, look. I think they'll be all right. Once we get this out of the way, I think we can access all of them. Just if that slides out of there, do we need to get the engine up high enough? We'll see. Okay. Here's the old sump out. As you can see, it's pooed itself. And this was what it should look like. I'm not gonna lie, that was an absolute twat to do. Crawled under there, there's 2 right hidden up. I've hid the engine about 3 inch up, but still, it was a nightmare. So now, I'm gonna get the new one back on, make sure the seal doesn't move, get them all done up. I can't really show you under there because there's no room, because I've got 2 jacks under there supporting the engine up, because we ain't got the engine crane. I don't know where it's gone. Steve must have lent it out to his mate or something. But I improvised. It's safe. I put a block of wood in between the subframe and the engine, so if it did fall off, it won't kill me. It won't smash my fingers. So yeah, I'm going to get back on with that now, because I want to get home. I want to make sure this is done today. 2 things have arrived at work, what I need for in the week: the oil, the filter. So I might do a short video this week, or I might wait for the engine to start. And then if you have the misery, you can join me with that. Will you see me cry? Maybe. That's the new sump on. All on. Loads of bolts. Was a bit of a twat, to be honest. Just got to lower these now. I've got a feeling this bit of wood's going to get stuck, but it should be all right. Didn't lose no fingers. I'm done. Ordered a new one of these because the other one had ripped the fittings out when it hit the rad pack in. So that's where the transmission oil was coming from. So yeah, I've just got to figure out these clips, what hold it onto, well, into these. As you can see, there's like 3 little prongs. So I must just have to pull the ring out a bit and it should pop out. Then the new one should pop in, hopefully. That's the new trans cooler fitted. It's very close to that pulley. I might cable tie that to that, I don't know about that. So now, I've got to take this off, the engine cover, change the oil filter, then we're going to fill the oil up and then see what happens. Will the engine be okay? Will the engine be bad? Please don't be bad. So I brought this tool set off eBay to get the oil filters out. It's just like a giant socket goes on and you put your normal ratchet into it. Comes in a set of 4. This is a 903. So, let's have a look. Oh yeah, that's it. Beautiful. Just like that. All right, I don't want to see that anymore. So that's the oil filter out. Now I've got to take this bit out because that's the new bit. Change the O-rings. That looks like it's part of it, so that must just slide off, hopefully. So let's have a go at it. That's the new O-ring on. New filter, new O-ring there. Just got to wipe some oil around this, like that, look. Just give it some lube, and then we'll get it in. And then we'll just do it back up. Back up. Remember, do not do this really tight because the next person could possibly snap this off. Just has to be a little tweak. It's too tight. When it gets hot, it goes really a twat to get undone and can damage their oil filter housing. So remember that. Always look after the next person. Unless you're see you next Tuesday. It's time. I got the rad pack in the arm, so there's no fluid, but you can start it. Done the oil, change the filter. When I get back off the thing, I put 6.5 litres in, that's what it says. Might need a little bit more when I get it down off the jack stands. But this is it. I might have to plug into the computer, clear some codes, but transmission lines are all on. There's not going to be no water go through, but it's not going to get hot enough. So let's find out. Let's find out together. So Wednesday night, I went to start it. You'll see me now trying to start it, but guess what? As you can see by the interior lights in the video now, the battery was flat. Thought the engine was seized, but it did a few rotations. So fingers crossed now. Now Saturday morning, by the way, everybody. Jen's here filming. Say hello, Jen.
Hi.
Right. That's good. So yeah, charged battery for 2 days at work. Well, not for 2 days, but for 2 9-hour stints. Just give it a nice slow charge. Hopefully the battery's good. Hopefully the engine's not bad. Please, everybody now, I'm not religious, but pray for us. Allah, God, whoever, the tortoise next door. So yeah, so I've just cleared all the codes. That's done. I wasn't going to show you that because it's boring watching a code reader read it and take ages. So, it's D-Day. Come around here, Jem. Show I'm filming it. Alright, as you can see, fault reader down here, Jem. Look, come on.
I'm coming.
The fault reader's in there, all cleared. Still showing like obvious refrigeration because I've had that off there. I had to drain it professionally. What else to fault? We've got parking sensors obviously because the bumper's over there. So let's go for it. You ready? Give it a couple of primes. That don't sound too bad yet. We've got to rev it though. We've got to rev it. Let's just let it warm up a minute and we'll get back to you. These are the top up. Keep going. There's a view. That's just diesel shitty noise. Once we get the cover back on, that'll drown that out. But right, this going on, so it's still boosting.
One happy boy.
Alright, let's get a new rad pack in. Bumper bar's going to have to come off because I took the one out in sections and I can't be asked to put it all in sections. So we're Set the headlights out. Let's get the bumper bar because we can't take the bumper bar off because the bolt under here won't come out because the headlight's there. Thank you, Mercedes-Benz. Thank you. Right. Alright, so I did a quick time lapse of us taking some stuff off, putting us brad in, and I thought I wasn't going to bore you anymore with that. But as you can see now, it's all on. All we have to do is undo the headlight brackets, lift them up out of the way to get the bolts out. Got all that back in, the new trim panels back on, air ducts are on, intercooler's all plumbed up. So now I'm going to give it another start. Might have to clear the codes again because we ran it without the intercooler all plumbed in. It might have, I think it chucked it into limp mode. So we'll do that in a minute. But it's starting to look like a car again, isn't it? It's starting to look like a car again. Getting her face back. So next week I can do body work and it's nearly up for sale. I think not next weekend, the weekend after, up for sale. So if you want it, I know there's a nice one. Ready? You film it. Start number 2. Check your police now. Stop. Yeah. Check again one time. Transporter's looking alright now, Lee. That's not nice, yeah. Let's do that. We're going to run it up. Now it gets temperature. We're going to put the fan on the mixed diesel, we don't want to die. We ain't got no hose pipes here. So yeah, going to let it run up, try and get the air out of the system. See if she's all running nice. And we'll run the faults again. I think it's going to be alright. That video. Alright, so good episode because she purrs like a kitten. It's all back together now, all this, so it's all going to be bodywork. We did have a mishap. We didn't plug the crash sensors back in, so we had airbag warnings going off, restraints for some reason, but as I was stripping the bumper down, the old bumper down, just getting the old bits out, we noticed that I was just checking every wire hanging down and the crash thingy. So on that note, I'll see you next time. Oh, like, subscribe, tell your mum, tell your dad, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell everybody. Subscribe, we're only going to get better. So see you next time.